राइट नाउ आप पता नहीं कितने बजे देख रहे हैं, बट मैं रात के 2:30 बजे से शूट कर रहा हूँ. सो क्वेस्ट इज अ सेशन जहाँ मैं आप लोगों के सवाल लेता हूँ और आप लोगों के सवाल का जवाब देता हूँ. फैशन, वेडिंग, प्रोडक्ट और वाइल्ड लाइफ. Which direction to pursue with the photography industry? Like as a person, आप कौन हो, आपकी क्या हैबिट्स हैं? मुझे वो सब्जेक्ट चाहिए जैसे सब्जेक्ट से मैं कन्वर्स करूँ. You will then realize that do I see myself 5 years, 10 years down the line? किसी ने ये नहीं कहा कि आपको एक ही जॉनर पूरी लाइफ करना है. I feel holidays are these things which regenerate new ideas. Frustration is not a solution. I hope in 2024 you do not have any such encounters.
Yes, so thank you so much.
Absolutely, I mean my pleasure. It's क्या बात है यार, 7वां एपिसोड आ गया. Hello my dear friends, welcome to another episode of Level Up with Love. Yes, that's your host Luv Israni, warmly welcoming you all, and like I think I always say, firstly a lot of gratitude. Thank you for encouraging me to go so far. जब ये सपना आया था कुछ सालों पहले, yes, ये थॉट था कि यार लेवल अप विद लव शुरू करें. आज उस बात को 3 साल हो गए एंड मुझे पता नहीं था कि यार विल पीपल एक्सेप्ट इट, विल पीपल वांट टू वॉच इट, विल पीपल वांट टू लिसन टू इट. थैंक यू फॉर द एनकरेजमेंट बिकॉज मैं यूजुअली दिन भर काम करता हूँ, रात को शूट करता हूँ. राइट नाउ आप पता नहीं कितने बजे देख रहे हैं, बट मैं रात के 2:30 बजे से शूट कर रहा हूँ और मेरे साथ मेरी टीम भी है. सो आई वुड रियली वांट यू ऑल टू थैंक माय टीम हु वर्क्स विद मी राइट all on night to make this happen for you guys. So with that guys, let's get started. Today we are in the quest. Abhi, what gets you to wake up every day from your bed?
My joint pain.
He's really gone through such hassles every day.
Oh my god, I had tears in my eyes. First paycheck I got was 40,000 at the age of 14 and a half.
साला शादी वाला फोटोग्राफर लग रहा हूँ मैं तुम्हें. I said यार I want to become a director. साला मेरा कोई पैसा तो नहीं काटेगा.
How does one become a photographer if he's using compositing?
How many times did love come in it?
Oh, love is the way of our life, man.
Listen, when did you pick up your camera for the first time?
At the age of 11.
An accident.
Can you imagine shooting Amitabh Bachchan for the first time and you get fired by him?
Oh my god, I think
just make this content viral.
It's a very tricky situation.
That journey began, I would say, magically.
So I said 12 दिन के अगर जो 8,000 रुपया मिल रहा है तो ठीक है. And he was like, no, I'm paying you per day 8,000 rupees. You have to innovate and shock yourselves every 3 years.
that's a cheers moment. So Quest is a session जहाँ मैं आप लोगों के सवाल लेता हूँ और आप लोगों के सवाल का जवाब देता हूँ. क्या सवाल आप लोग भेज रहे हो? Thank you. So we've got some amazing questions that are there in the bank, and I'll pick a few questions which I feel will help everybody else. With this name, Level Up with Love. Yes, my only endeavor is that keep watching Level Up with Love and keep leveling up and keep making your job better. Let's get started with our first question. The first question that we have is from Tushar. So Tushar is from Udaipur. Tushar says, so after completing a 2-year photography course, I'm feeling uncertain about which genre to specialize in. I have torn between various fields: fashion, wedding, product, or wildlife. How can I decide which direction to pursue with the photography industry? So Tushar, firstly, thank you for reaching out. I totally understand that you've been there for 2 years. 2 years is a long time, bro. और अगर आप अभी तक डिसाइड कर रहे हैं तो आई डू अंडरस्टैंड योर चैलेंज. आई थिंक बैक इन द डे मेरे साथ भी ऐसा हुआ था, बट लेट मी मेक लाइफ इजी फॉर यू. ओके, सो तुषार, देयर आर अ फ्यू फैक्टर्स टू कीप इन माइंड. फर्स्टली, आप फोटोग्राफी क्यों करना चाहते हो? हैव यू एंटर्ड इनटू बीइंग अ फोटोग्राफर फॉर हैविंग इट एज अ हॉबी, और डू यू वांट टू मेक इट अ प्रोफेशन? फर्स्ट ट्राई टू डिफरेंशिएट दैट, बिकॉज इफ इट्स अबाउट अ हॉबी it's different. If it's about profession, it's different. Now, assuming you say, oh, मुझे profession बनाना है. अगर हम एक profession की बात करते हैं, then I would say wildlife is not really a professional choice. Because wildlife में opportunities and money making बहुत अलग होता है और बहुत सालों बाद होता है. So if you want to make money today, then probably wildlife is not your thing. But again, if you really like watching wildlife and going to the wilds, please do it as a passion. So wildlife is a great passion to have, is a great hobby to have, but not the best profession. I mean, that's just my personal take. Though I have a lot of friends who really made it a profession also, where they make money through it also. Now, on the contrary, I would say first try to reflect as a person. आप कौन हो, आपकी क्या habits है? Are you a people's person? If you're a people's person and you love directing people, then I would say you could probably look at fashion, or you could look at weddings, because that's about talking to people. Communication करना अगर आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता, you have the creative ideas and you want to just bring it out, then I would say product. Because see, there are different mindsets. Like I'm a people's person, मैं अपनी बात करूँगा that I have short products, but honestly मुझे product boring लगता है. क्यों? Because I think मेरा subject मेरे से बात नहीं करता है. मैं प्रोडक्ट को रखूँ, लाइट लगाऊँ, I mean, I find boring. So I'm just saying that's my personality. I feel I enjoy talking to people and I enjoy directing and giving the guidance to my model, actor or a person. So मुझे वो subject चाहिए जैसे subject से मैं converse करूँ. That's me as a person. So I love shooting people. Versus I know so many people जो अपना point of view कभी communicate नहीं कर पाते हैं. You might be a great artist. If you're a great artist, please pursue product photography. It's a great market. आज product photography का food भी है. There are market and number. I'm not here to take a decision on your behalf, but I'm just trying to say, try to reflect, understand your personality, and pick the direction you want to go in. And I would also say, start doing an internship. आप जहाँ खड़े हो, अगर आप श्योर नहीं हो 2 साल हो गए आपको फोटोग्राफी सीख के, राइट? Have you not got into an internship? Please go ahead, do an internship. The minute you do an internship, you realize whether I want to be into this or I want to be into that. Because yes, if you want to do product, go work with the product photographer. You want to do wedding, work with the wedding photography company. So I hope internship is a great way that gives you a little more idea. Here, interesting is chalti hai. And once you get into an internship, you will then realize that do I see myself 5 years, 10 years down the line? And also, my dear friend, let me also tell you that it's totally okay to move on. किसी ने ये नहीं कहा कि आपको एक ही जॉनर पूरी लाइफ करना है. If you start with product today, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, you could move your genre also. It's all right. और कभी कभार you can also double up यार. आप ये भी करो, ये भी करो. So there's no top rule, so don't get lost in this chaos. अगर दिन में अच्छा लगता है ये तो दिल की बात सुनते वो कर लो बिंदास. So I hope this helps you. So guys, with that, let's go to the next question. Hello, I'm Raj. I'm from Indore. I've been shooting cinematic video shoots since 2021. Recently, I shifted to Delhi when I started getting commercial shoots and new clients. But now I'm on a roll and I continuously shoot. I got stuck in creating new ideas. How can I consistently come up with fresh and innovative concepts every time I plan a shoot? Hey Raj, I totally understand the challenge. वो तेरा पापी पेट का सवाल है और अब कभी कभी काम पे इतना बिजी हो जाते हैं कि वो क्रिएटिविटी टेक्स अ बैक स्टेप. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डिनाई, ये मेरे साथ भी होता है. मैं भी कभी कभी काम करने रिफ्लेक्ट करता हूँ तो रियलाइज होता है कि यार I could have done better. My suggestion to you, Raj, would be जब भी आपको वो लगे कि यार मैं सोच नहीं पा रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ नया नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ ना, firstly, I learned this from my business coach. He says detach from the problem. आप इस सिचुएशन से ना आप राज बन के आप राज से बाहर निकलो. And then you get a very different perspective. If your challenge is मैं वो नई ideas कैसे निकालूँ, आप इंस्पायर हो जाओ. Today inspiration is in everything. आपके पास अगर आप चीज़ें देख भी रहे हो और फिर भी वो नहीं वर्क कर रहा है, I would say take a break. Yes, go for a holiday. I feel holidays are these things which regenerate new ideas. See, हर एक के लिए their dopamine is different, okay? For somebody, a holiday might work. For somebody, going into yoga or exercise or workout might work. But whenever आपको अगर वो लगता है, there are two approaches. If it's about आप एक shoot में हो और आपको वो नई idea कुछ चाहिए, तो आप कोई नया content देखो. I keep every time when I have a new shoot and मुझे कोई नया सोचने और मैं अटक जाता हूँ ना, मैं Pinterest पे चला जाता हूँ. I look at other people's pictures. I follow a lot of creative artists. Today my Instagram is filled with so many other photographers and filmmakers. Here मैं देखते रहता हूँ, मैं इंस्पायर होता हूँ. So I hope these kind of ideas work for you. It's totally okay sometimes to feel that. But yeah, देखो दूसरों का काम, inspire हो जाओ and create something new. I am sure this will do wonders for you. Let's go to the next question. Hi love, Riyadh this side. Few days back I got a pre-wedding shoot, but I couldn't get the time to prepare and do a recce. When I landed up there, and the shoot started, I suddenly got blank. It was frustrating for me as I was unable to shoot anything and my mind stopped working suddenly. How to make a comeback on this situation? Here we are. I totally understand. So, firstly, thank you for being honest and sharing this issue that you faced. I think it takes a lot of guts to even accept कि मैं मेरे साथ ये हुआ. So I really want to acknowledge that first thanks for reaching out and sharing this problem that you faced. I remember very recently somebody by team also told me कि उसके साथ भी ऐसा हुआ था. Before I go to the true solution of this, I would really want to tell you that frustration is not a solution. Frustration adds the pressure. The first suggestion is that please be cool. At the minute this situation hits you कि वही client कुछ expect कर रहा है, कुछ बोल रहा है और अगर आप हड़बड़ा जाओगे ना तो वो pressure और बढ़ जाएगा. You for sure want to first relax and be cool. It's normal. Please understand. रिया ये बहुतों के साथ होता है, ये आपके साथ नहीं होता है. आज आपने मेरे साथ शेयर किया ना बात. Yes, it happens to me. Sometimes if you've not slept well and you're not fresh, you could get zoned out, you could get blank. It's okay. So how do you come out of this? Trust me, आप पहले तो बस calm रहो. Do not show this to the other person. You might be in a situation that the client is in front of you. You don't want to show that weakness to the client. Go do something else. Take a break from that environment. आज कभी कभी अगर हम brainstorming session के लिए बैठते हैं ideas नहीं आती है. You want to take a break and you want to do something else. You want to divert your mind. So अगर एग्जाम्पल आप मेरे से एक सवाल पूछो मुझे उसका जवाब नहीं मिल रहा, मैं कभी कभी सोचते रहूँगा ना, शायद जवाब मुझे नहीं मिलेगा, 5 मिनट नहीं मिलेगा, 10 मिनट नहीं मिलेगा. What if I take a break and go on Instagram, watch some reels? I will just divert my mind. So diverting mind is very, very important and reset your mind. So Riya, since you said this happened at a pre-wedding, if I was in your place, what I would do, I would go and see the place. Today the nature and the environment and a pre-wedding आप कहाँ पे हो ना, that place really has to come into you. If I am at a pre-wedding location and अगर मेरा mind नहीं चलेगा ना, so मैं क्या करूँगा? I will just sort of go into the environment. Assume now I'm at a desert. So desert में क्या क्या हो सकता है मैं वो imagine करूँगा. I want to feel the weather, the temperature, the mood of the place. Assume I am at a pre-wedding studio. कल आप सूरत में पिक्चर सिटी पे हो. आज वहाँ पे options बहुत होते हैं. So you want to just go feel the place because I think the environment gives you ideas. आपको सिर्फ आपका focus shift करना है. Instead of the pressure and that frustration, just feel कि अच्छा यार मैं relax करता हूँ, मैं सोचती हूँ and automatically the answer will come to you. I would say next thing, play some music. आप जब उस जगह में हो और अगर आप अभी सोचने की कोशिश कर रहे हो और आपको जवाब नहीं मिल रहा है, frustration तो नहीं देगा result. Play a song. Today when I'm in my studio shooting, I think for me or even for my body who I'm capturing, music changes the environment. So I hope these ideas of doing the recce at the place, feeling the vibe of the space, playing the right music might really help you. So next time when you're stuck, try these things and let me know if it helps you. So for the next question, I'm not going to read it here. I want to call Nelson. So let's talk to Nelson. Hi Nelson.
So I'm Nelson from Pune. I have been a part of the capturing wow community for the past few years.
Have you attended our events or what have you been doing? I mean, you've seen our courses.
Yes, I have seen your posts on Instagram. I have even followed the page.
Oh, amazing. Lovely.
Yes.
Yes, Nelson. What's your question?
So I was shooting for a big client and it was first time for me to handle the cameras, some new cameras.
Okay.
Suddenly my camera faced a technical issue and I got
Okay.
filled with embarrassment. I literally did not know what to do. I did not know how to tackle this situation as my gear really got jammed.
Okay.
That time I lost my patience and eventually the shoot got cancelled.
So, Nelson, firstly, I'm sorry for what you went through. And I do understand that things like this do keep happening. I would really wanted to first make peace with it. Clear ये होता है. Nelson, how many years have you been into filmmaking now?
Almost I think 1.5 to 2 years.
आज 1.5-2 साल में if you're already getting opportunities to do jobs and एक ऐसी situation से you should not feel rejected firstly. So first, please accept it. It's all right. Okay. I mean, Nelson, you're talking about this entire thing that I've done a shoot right with the client. If I tell you, I remember the first day when I picked up the camera, I was not able to click the picture also. I damaged my camera. That's where I've started. So we all do mistakes. So doing a mistake is totally okay. right? So please understand, Nelson. Galti karni, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Now, how to not do this again, right? Our focus should be right now that how do you not get into this scenario again? So, two things I understood from your question. You were working with some new gear, right?
Yes, yes,
And failed.
yes.
So, was this your gear or was this rented gear?
It was a rented gear. It had, I think the lens had some issue.
So, perfect. Since you said this was a rented gear, now my first suggestion while you're working with the rented gear, you have a vendor that was giving you this gear. Did you go to this vendor? Did you go and check the gear before it came to your shoot?
No.
So why don't you think that यार अगली बार से मैं जब भी कोई shoot करूँगा, whatever requirement you give your vendor, you want to go to the vendor's place. See, because when we are dealing with rented equipment now, failures are possible. Today, at my company, Israni Photography, even I have had my photographers complaining कि हमारे पास हमारे रेंटल मेंटर से ये चीज़ आई और ये कैमरा नहीं चला, वो नहीं चला. Now the only way we sort this is any photographer, any cinematographer, my team needs a product. I tell them you go to the vendor, check it over there. So first thing is that you start checking the equipment at the vendor's outlet. A high chances of you avoiding the problem. Because अगर gear में problem हो तो आपको तब वो तो दिख जाए. So do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, it's a good idea.
Right. So I mean, every time here on, please make it a thumb rule. While you are going for any shoot, you will not call for the gear at the shoot. You will go to the vendor. You will test the equipment there. And if not the same day, please go a night prior. Tell the vendor you will check the now equipment and vendors are okay with it. Also, one more thing to add on. Okay, Nelson. Now, what you can also do while you're talking to a vendor or vendor who's sending you stuff. Do you get a camera attendant on your show? How does it work? Do you have somebody from the vendor coming to your place?
Yeah, he delivers it actually.
Okay, he delivers it.
Yeah.
You should talk to a vendor, be very clear that if there is a failure, you have to be very, very calm and you need to tell your client also that oh, it's a camera, it can fail. Today, you're saying you are about to start the shoot and it failed. Whatever आप shoot करें तो बीच में fail हो जाता. So people understand. Now you want to work with a professional vendor who's able to replace the camera or the lens or whatever it is. Just for a lens आपकी shoot अटक गई. Yes, you take control of the situation. Tell your clients and tell everybody out there that okay guys, give me some time, the next camera is coming. Instead of losing the shoot and not completing the job, it could be half an hour delay, get a vendor who will replace it for you. Or another thing, please have 5 other vendors. If the vendor cannot get you the equipment, you should at least have 5 other vendors. Give a phone call, cheese aa jaye. I mean, a shoot being planned and you not being able to do the shoot because of the camera is not the best situation for sure. So Nelson, I hope these ideas resonate with you and next time if you get into a scenario, you'll be able to tackle it better. What do you think, Nelson?
Yes, sir, it helped me a lot.
Awesome.
I also have another question.
Okay, interesting. Please go on.
Like in the last, I think 3-4 months back, I lost 2-3 clients. That was not my mistake. It happened naturally. So that was due to data failure. I could not, because of the data which I had to give them got corrupted.
Oh my God. One laugh. Sorry, Nelson. I'm laughing because
Like when I told the client, that client was like, "तू मजाक कर रहा है क्या मेरे साथ?"
the only reason I laughed is, but I've also been there, okay? I mean, my reason of laughter was, I think I remembered the same failure that I also had, okay? So I remember I had gone to Jodhpur and I did a pre-wedding and came. The art I was working, we retried the pictures, we entered the pictures, and the next day my video doesn't work from the art drive, okay? Super happy that you asked the second question. I am happy to answer this also. Now, Nelson, tell me one thing. What is your flow? How do you copy? Can you explain me?
Western digital hard drive. I save it on that.
Okay, lovely. So now, and do you have backups? How many copies do you save?
I keep one only. I think mostly I used to keep one only.
So yes, a backup is a backup when you keep 3 copies. Today, data failure is a very normal thing in our industry. You need to have high-end hard drives, okay? Western Digital, I'm assuming you're using a hard drive which is a consumer-driven hard drive, okay? There are these hard drives which would probably cost you 1 TB hard drive at 4,000-5,000 rupees, right? Now, these 4,000-5,000 rupee hard drives are made for regular consumers. They are not a professional drives. So, I strongly recommend this brand Lassi. I've been using a lot of Lassi hard drives and their failure rate is lesser. Though I do not say that Lassi doesn't fail, okay? Even Lassi can fail or any hard drive can fail. No hard drive can give you 100% guarantee. But the rate of failures in our professional drives are lesser. So firstly, I would say try to get a professional drive like Lassi. Now, have 3 backups. and also keep backup at different locations. Very recently, again, my office in Bombay at Hirapanna Mall, there was a fire. Thank God, on my hard drive was saved. But you never know, anything can happen. So for clients, the data is most important. I know a lot of wedding photographers, while they capture a wedding, if they have two team members travel separately. And I have not been able to practice this, but I know this is the best practice. That if people are traveling, two different people travel with the hard drive. That if somebody gets robbed, also the data is not lost. If some hard drive gets corrupted also. So I know a lot of people who ensure that while they have 2 to 3 copies made at an event, they carry those 2 hard drives separately. Or they keep the hard drive separately. So understand, data management is a huge topic altogether. But I'll just simplify it for you that while the event happens, make at least 2 copies on the same day. Take it and store it at 2 separate places. Go back and make a 3rd copy also. Or eventually get a NAS drive or a dash drive, okay, which are RAID 6 compatible. So you want to probably work with the RAID 6 drive. Now, do you know what does a RAID 6 mean?
No, sir.
So Nelson, RAID 6 is basically there are drives. You get a drive which might have 5 to 6 hard drives. And if you set it up on RAID 6 means one of the drives will be a backup. So when a failure happens, that tower or the machine will beep over there and tell you that, oh, this hard drive is failing. You remove one hard drive and replace it. And your data will not fail, okay? So I'm just making it as simple as possible. Please research and try to understand this topic a little more, but there are so much technology out there that can save your data failure. And the last thing, if data failure happens, whom did you give it to? There are lots of people who are great at recovering data. Give it to a professional who can retrieve the data. I have had time when this used to happen back in the day with us. We would give it to the right professionals and the right professional would retrieve the data for us. But guess what? The recovery cost is very expensive with professionals. So better you go in a better workflow that you have backups and you don't need to fall into a data failure.
That's a better option.
I hope in 2024 you do not have any such encounters.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, and my pleasure, Nelson. So guys, ये था Nelson पूना से जिसके सवाल का जवाब दिया एंड ये तो इसने एक बोनस सवाल भी पूछ लिया जो प्लान नहीं था. I hope these things helped you and I hope they resonated with you. And I hope you can level up in these. So guys, keep in touch, keep writing to me, keep sharing your questions to me. I would be happy to answer your question in the next episode. Guys, this year is your year. Stay tuned with Level Up with Love. Every week we're going to be here, every Friday, with a new content for all of you people so that you can level up and you can really play the game better. With that guys, अगले episode में we have a dynamic personality coming in. He's somebody who's a spaces person. Yes, what do I mean by spaces? He's somebody who shoots interiors, architecture, hospitality, hotel spaces. He's somebody who runs photography in India as a great venture. He's a man with a machine gun. He goes with his army and he captures buildings like nobody's business. Yes, I'm talking about Sebastian, who's going to be coming in the next episode. So we'll play a small glimpse for you of Sebastian. I can't wait to meet you guys in the next episode. Hi Sebastian, welcome to Level Up with Love.
It's my pleasure, Love.
The man behind the brand.
Behind the camera. Nobody knows actually, nobody cares also.
What's the time you realized you wanted to pick up the camera?
Pick up the camera was not the first idea. First idea was to do arts.
So you just bought the camera and you started doing fashion photo.
मेरे को लगता है अंधा भी अच्छा फोटो लेता है वहाँ पे.
So guys, मुझे बहुत मजा आया ये एपिसोड करने में. I hope आपको भी कुछ सीखने को मिला. I'm assuming you got to learn something, right? So if you like today's episode, I'm not going to say typically जैसे बाकी लोग बोलते हैं that comment, subscribe, but please share it with somebody who you think might benefit from this. So guys, that's your host Luv Israni signing off. I want to see you next week, next Friday at Level Up with Love, your weekly dose of luck. See you there.